2010, having suffered for over a year with varying and seemingly unrelated symptoms, I was diagnosed with sarcoidosis, an autoimmune disease which in principle affects the lungs. In my case, I had a rarer form called neurosarcoidosis, which had damaged my spinal cord. By this time, I had lost nearly 20 kilos in weight, and through significant spasticity in my legs, I needed crutches to walk. Having been very fit and active throughout most of my adult life, I was now left unable to do almost any of the most simple tasks which most people would take for granted.
In 2017, I started running and I absolutely loved it. I was having a lot of fun with it and I really enjoyed going out. But unfortunately, it turned into a nightmare of not being able to walk and having more and more knee pain. And it then turned into having to use crutches for 2 years. I had a lot of doctor appointments, physiotherapy appointments. We then decided we were going to travel, even though I had crutches. It was really hard few years and it was really frustrating. So at the end of those 2 years, I just had enough and I just wanted to go back to normality. So I decided to apply for a job and I was offered a job, but it just wasn't going to be possible with a knee like mine. My physiotherapist at the time said that my knee was only going to get worse and it was not treatable. So I just couldn't believe that. So Nick and I decided that we were going to pray and fast until my knee was going to get better. And we spent a weekend praying and fasting and just believing that God can heal. And it started to improve. The pain started to go and I started to feel better. And I accepted the job, and that was in September, 6 months ago. And ever since, I have not used my crutches. I have not had any painkillers. There have been times when I have felt pain, but whenever I put my faith in God and just go against my thoughts in my head that maybe my knee is not healed and just claim that healing again, my knee starts to feel better.
Having been a member of a local church for many years, it was during this time that I really felt God's love, particularly manifested by his people as they encouraged me and provided practical support. People driving me from place to place because I was no longer able to drive. Having a personal relationship with Jesus and keeping hold of the verse that in all things God works for the good of those who love him gave me reassurance and confidence that my future would be okay. In fact, God has been good. He provided an opportunity for me to work from home, something which I'm still doing today. I found God's word helpful in focusing me on all the blessings that I have in my life rather than dwelling on the things which I do not.
There were a few things that helped me. I think being honest and being vulnerable and just humility really helped me to deal with my emotions, as also just being able to share how I was feeling with other people and not really just saying, yes, I am fine, but really expressing what was going on and telling them what was helpful for me and what wasn't. And them encouraging me and just listening to me and also forgiving me when I might have hurt them. That was really helpful, because I think living with chronic pain, it is often the case that you just feel like you're a burden, and it becomes really hard to feel positive. And I felt supported, I felt loved. Other things were like doing creative things, or having a bath, or going for a walk, going traveling, doing things that I like having people over, praying with them, and just listening to some worship music as well. Not getting into a cycle of negativity, or if I did, then I would realize that and make sure that I get out of it and put my faith in God. So not giving up, but keep pushing into who God is, that He's there for you. And I think without Him, I don't know where I would be. He is the one who gave me peace even when I was angry and frustrated. And it is totally okay to have those emotions.
You are the only one I need. You are enough you are enough for me.
I believe in whatever circumstance we find ourselves, God can provide the answers for us. We really only need to seek Him out and invite Him and Jesus into our lives, and our lives will be transformed. He is faithful in every situation, and we can turn to Him for support, even when everything seems desolate and beyond despair. For without hope, we have nothing. And I really feel that there are lots of people in this world that really need God in their lives, and their lives really, really can truly be transformed by God's love.
Healing can take time, but don't ever give up, because God can help you become the best version of yourself, the most genuine, the most beautiful version of yourself. And He is there even when you feel like crying, even when you're in pain. He is there, and He has suffered for us. He loves you and He knows you by name. You are loved beyond measure.